they haven't adequately replaced what they lost in JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. And although Marc Gasol, I think all in Laker Nation would agree that Marc Gasol has been somewhat of a disappointment. Not what they thought he was going to give you on the offensive end as far as points and his passing hasn't come to fruition, and he's been really a liability. So, yes, I believe one of these guys would be a huge, huge addition. Andre Drummond will be on his best behavior because, Skip, he wants a new deal. He's going to want a big deal next year. Hassan Whiteside has never really, after he got that big money in Miami, he kind of comes and goes. But, Skip, on a given night, the guy can get you 30-15 with 6 or 7 blocks. So I do believe one of these big guys can help them repeat.
So help me out here.
Yes.
Who was it who told you before the year that you were going to miss Dwight Howard and miss JaVale McGee?
Everybody tried to hear
Who told you
so,
before
Skip?
the year started that Marc Gasol was glacially slow and at the end of his run? Not great guy, but
Okay,
not the answer for your team.
You.
I told you that, and you disagreed with me, and you thought you were just everything was perfect. And by the way,
I thought I was in the catbird seat.
I thought you were in the catbird seat. Not really. That you thought that. But the point is that I still don't know how your team is still ranked #1 in defensive efficiency with Marc Gasol in the middle of it. Again, you lost so much.
LeBron James.
Yeah, I guess it's all about LeBron. But you lost so much length. You lost so much edge. You lost so much of that sort of gray area nastiness that Dwight would bring. JaVale has a little of that in him. You lost Rondo, who could play high-level defense when called upon, when needed in fourth quarters. And you lost a really good defender even at an advanced age in Danny Green. So I thought you really fell back defensively. And even though your stats say you're really good, you're not the same as last year. You just don't have that tenacity, that edge that you had a year ago. You don't strike fear the way you did a year ago.
Let us get Drummond and Whiteside, get AD back healthy, get our rotation set, and have that same energy. Have that same energy. Because you saw, Skip, I love what I saw last night, how hard the guys played. Yeah, Trez missed a point-blank layup that could have, maybe won the game. Kuz had a great look, but he had to elevate it a little higher than he wanted to get it over Holmes. But I love how they played last night. So once LeBron is rested, AD comes back healthy, and we can get Drummond and Whiteside. I think Whiteside's probably a more realistic option. I don't know if they're going to – it's hard to buy a guy, Skip, with 28. He's making $28 million, so what you going to buy him out at 20? But let us get one of those big guys, and we repeat. You know how you put your favorite album on, Skip? I don't know if you know this, but I used to listen to vinyls. My aunts and them had all these vinyls, these 45s, and I'll put that thing on repeat because I want to hear that song, old Lenny Williams, because I love you hear it over and over. I'll hear the oh. That's what you're going to hear. Laker Nation, champion, again, over and over.
By the way, what you just mentioned is another reason LeBron is not the MVP because they almost won without him and AD last night at Sacramento, which is no cakewalk anymore to win at Sacramento.
Yes, it is, Skip. You know Sacramento is historically bad defensively. So I'm not surprised. I mean, we had 3 guys with 20 points. Kuz had a double-double. Trez had a double-double. Schroeder almost had a double-double with assists. So, yes, they played well. Keith Morris played well. Even KCP, who had been struggling shooting the ball, was perfect from the 3. Oh, I love and Taylor Horton-Tucker, Skip. He ball. Hey, you see they played him at the point a lot last night. They played him a lot at the point.
Yeah.
He getting courage.
THT on TNT. I can't wait. So here's the biggest point that you, as a Laker lover, have missed. You already have the answer to your problem, a guy you just recently acquired. A guy named Damian Jones, who was trending the other night because he just lit it up when he came in, and a guy who learned his basketball at the mecca of basketball, Vanderbilt University, a former first-round pick of the Golden State Warriors back in their glory days, and you've got him on your roster, and you didn't even mention him. What is wrong with you?
Because if he was that good, Golden State wouldn't have let him go. Golden State let him go, so what'd that tell you? They signed him to a 10-day contract. If they thought he was any good, they'd have gave him a guaranteed contract. Don't worry about it. He's just holding the fort down till we can get, because I think March 22nd is the trade deadline. We're going to make something happen. Hey, don't be surprised if we get Whiteside, Drummond, and or Blake Griffin. That's what we might do and shut it all the way down.
You realize that Andre Drummond, by most reports, is targeted to wind up with the Brooklyn Nets. So I think you're going to lose out on that one.
Don't worry about where he's targeted to, where the man, look here. Skip, y'all know, man, LeBron James. LeBron James is an expert talker. Watch how he's talking right on up out of there. Come on over here, man.
Really? I think you're going to be left or relegated to Hassan Whiteside, who is just languishing in the shadows in Sacramento, of all places. He hasn't played for 5 games. I don't know what's going on with him, but he did average 14 rebounds last year in Portland, and he did lead the league in blocks last year in Portland, but I'm not sure he's that same guy anymore. And he can be not the nicest guy to live and work around.
He's moody.
Yeah, he can be a little difficult, right?
LeBron James will say, Drummond, if you want to win, join a LeBron James team. Because that's what we do. We win over here, bro. Look, I think the thing that hurt Whiteside is that they play a different brand of basketball. They're not looking to post up anything. Skip, they're looking to just get up and down the court and shoot threes. And the Lakers will be in a more of a half-court set, especially come playoff time. The game slows down. You have to focus in. Each possession matters. Now, Skip, you play one game and then you jet on a plane, go and play someone else. So it's really hard to focus and lock in. Hassan Whiteside would be a huge benefit because what happens is Gasol gets in foul trouble so early, he taxes our bench. So therefore, you got to play Trez probably more minutes than you would want to at the 5. Trez is energy. Trez gonna give you 25 hard up and down minutes. That's it. And so, but when Gasol gets 3 fouls in the first 4 minutes of the ball game, Skip, then what do? We small because if Trez get in foul trouble, now you got to go to Keith at the 5. So don't you worry about all that.
Shannon,
we got something for you coming out this break. Watch LeBron James coming out the break, how invigorated he is.
Shannon, what did I warn you about? Montrezl Harrell is just too small. He can't play high-level defense against post players when you most need him to. He gets lost in the lane. Yeah, he plays hard, but in the end, you need length. You need toughness and tenacity inside that's longer and taller, and you're not going to be able to find it the way you found it with Dwight and JaVale.
Yeah, we're going to have to leave this for now. We will get back to the Lakers if help is indeed coming at a later date, but I want to talk about Zion, guys. Did he prove he has what it takes to be an all-time great? We'll show you what he did after the game.